That's my boy James. Weird as fuck, but he cool. Welcome back. Have you ever wondered how to budget your money or budgeting tips? Well, you're in luck because today we'll be going over some budgeting tricks that we both do that help us in our everyday life. Ready? Let's go.
Oh yeah. You even budget, bro?
One of the first things I budget is as soon as I get paid, I make sure to make the moves to my saving, make moves to my investments, and that way I know what I'm working with for until the next pay period, and then just budget based on that. So I do stuff like, make sure I take my own lunch to work, cook at home, make a sandwich, something like that. It's obviously way better than spending $10, $15 on a meal every single day. Or if you're gonna DoorDash or Uber Eats, I mean you're gonna pay that ridiculous fee. So that's one way to budget there. The next thing I do is whenever the time comes for, the yearly raise or an evaluation or a promotion or anything like that, I make sure not to fall into certain traps like life inflation. I pretty much try to stay consistent with my lifestyle and not overdo it or anything like that. That way, the extra money that I am making can go again back into my investments or saving. Kind of give me a little boost on both of my investments and savings. So, and there's actually a cool story for that life inflation, right? And this is a story that kind of stuck with me. And the story basically goes: if you have $80,000 in the bank, but you're driving $1,000 car, people think you're broke. But if you're driving an $80,000 car and have $1,000 in the bank, people think you're rich. I would say don't care what people think. You're not here to impress anybody. You're here to live your best life. So just keep moving forward because at the end of the day, one day they'll stop seeing you and you're like, well, where'd this guy go? Yeah, he's retired at 45 or whatever.
Another way I've heard that said is that wealth is what you don't see. You can't see people's bank accounts or their investment accounts, the flashy cars and the nice houses. That's the money that they spent. That's money that they no longer have. So I've never budgeted. I kind of have a feel for how much money I have left over and whatever I need to buy, I just buy it. And if it's a large purchase, then I might have to evaluate and go into my savings accounts, or if it's extremely large, then maybe like my investment accounts. But day-to-day purchases, food, groceries, things like that, I don't even think about it. I know as long as I don't go crazy, that at the end I'll have enough money for that. And then I do monitor my accounts too. So like let's say at the end of the month, I don't want to hold on to too much cash. So let's say if I didn't spend as much and I have money left over, or if I worked extra hours, then I'll make sure to sweep some of that extra cash into my taxable brokerage account to buy some more stuff, some Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. This might be a little controversial, but for me, I love my credit cards, right? But only because I have self-discipline to not abuse them. So in life in general, you're gonna have to spend money because you gotta eat, you gotta put gas on your car, groceries. Every now and then you'll need new clothes, new shoes, all that stuff. So regardless, every day you have to pretty much spend money. For me, I put everything on my credit card basically because I have those cash reward back cards. I know not to put anything on my credit card that I cannot pay off every single month. So every single month I pay up 100% of my credit card. So I just have that mentality or that discipline to never spend more than what I actually do have. Life in general, you have to spend that money, so I might as well be collecting some type of rewards there for it. So for me, that's one of the things I do. So
No, it's true. I fell into that trap early on in my life. Pretty much as soon as I was old enough to get a credit card, I got one. And the problem was I kind of saw it as free money. Pretty much, it's like they say you don't borrow from your future, which is what I did. I got into a bunch of debt, kind of got buried with all the credit card debt, I remember there were times when, my bill would be like $200 and I would look at how much is going towards the interest, and it's just like throwing away money, compounding against you. So definitely, if you have a problem with credit cards, then I would take Dave Ramsey's advice and just like, what does he say, to like put them in the freezer, like in a block of ice or something, so you can't use it.
Yeah.
But yeah, for people like us, I think it's a really valuable tool to get points, like you said, on stuff that you're gonna spend money on anyway. You might as well get the points from it.
But yeah, I think overall you just have to assess how much you make, how much your cost of living, bills, rent, car payment, all that stuff, and just assess how much you'll be left over with, and pretty much, diversify from there to your investments, to your savings, or if you have some type of goal to, buy a house or buy a new car, you just have to budget accordingly.
I think also know what you value more in life. I think Ramit Sethi says to cut mercilessly the stuff you don't care about, and that way you can spend on whatever you do care about. So like for me, I don't really care about furniture, so we basically have like no furniture because we don't entertain guests or anything like that. So why would we? Plus, we're never home very often, so why would we spend a lot of money? We just have the basics. But we do value traveling, so we budget a large amount for that. Like we have a separate account that we automatically transfer money to, just for traveling, because it's something that we want to do every chance that we get.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just got to figure out what sacrifice you want to do to, maintain that lifestyle that you do want to enjoy.
Yeah, I think some people might say that's being cheap, but I'm the dude that spent $200 on a pillow because I wanted I wasn't sleeping well, and I thought that that might help. It didn't, and I just gave it to my mom. But like this, so spend money on stuff that you value. Like sleep is really important. The stuff you don't care about, fuck it, forget about it.
Forget about it. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Comment down below what budgeting you do for your lifestyle. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Forget about it.